Okay, folks, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all great? Miss Dolores, Miss Regina, Miss Anita, Dr. Betty, Dr. Ross, Miss Erica, the wellness coach, Fred and Ethan Shelton, Janine, Minister Mooney, my man, Miss Mona Lisa Edwards-Jones, Miss Naomi, Nicole Neely, Miss Marilyn, Miss Rochelle, Tawana, and Irvin Osborne Jr. How the hell are you? How y'all doing? Welcome to the call.
Awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all listen. High energy equals high income. Y'all better get in tune with that.
Outstanding.
That's Dr. Ross there. I know the voice. That's Dr. Ross. Oh, wow. Listen, y'all, I thank you for your time. You know, it's time is something that we can't get back, but with residual income, you can buy it going forward as long as you're alive, right? Once you spend it, it's gone. But that residual income allows you to create time going forward. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. I'm going to jump straight into this. And for the people that are brand new tonight, and I see a lot of those names, welcome. What this is about is, if you look at income tax season, right? The retail industry, the retail industry, automobile industry, all of them, they always put some type of campaign around income tax season, right? Because they know that's a time where a lot of money is spent. Even though people going to buy the same thing that they bought 4 years in a row, all right? We ain't gonna get into that. All right? It's still a time where a lot of money is spent. And about 4 years ago, I said to myself, we're the biggest industry in the world. Why aren't we putting something together so that we could conquer a lot of those tax dollars that are spent as well, right? You got New Year's, the one they gave us anyway, that plays into that. People with new mindsets, they're happy, they want a fresh start. So all of that plays a major part in why it's so, I don't want to say easy because we're dealing with people, but why it's so much more simpler during this time of the year to build a business than any other time. Because people got those extra dollars. What you got to do from here until February, the end of February, is you got to put yourself on their list. You're going to have to put yourself on their list because people are already figuring out what they want to spend their money on right now. Am I lying? People already know. They already know what they want to spend their money on. So I would be crazy to not make sure that I am not on their list of things to do when they get their money. Now, here's the mind frame. You got January, February, March, April, which are big time for business, right? Because of the tax dollars in the new year, right? Now, after April comes what? June, July, and August. What is that? Summertime. Kids are out of school. Daycare bills are going up. Grocery bills are going up. And then people are traveling. So now, do people still do business? Yes, but it's a different mindset at that time. Okay. Now, after June, July, and August comes around, now kids are getting ready to go back to school. And then what happens? In October, November, and December, holiday time for the people that serve holidays. So y'all see how those 3 cycles work? And you got to think about that because October, November, December, people are spending money. And yes, y'all, listen, 1 year, I forgot, I think, don't quote me, but I think it was 2018, might have been. The sales for Halloween outdid Christmas. Listen, people participate in Halloween, y'all. Old folks and all. They. So people are spending money around that time. And then guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to figure out how to get that money back that they just spent for the summer and how to get all that money back that they're going to spend for the holidays. And then a lot of people look forward to what? The new year, which is tax season. So that's how you have to grade your network marketing business from a mental standpoint, right, of how those three phases work. So what we did is we put together a plan to help us. Now, a lot of companies, if not all of them, will do something like March Madness, right? Even we have something like that here. But here's my thing with competitions. We're building a voluntary army, right? All of us that are building a team, we're building a voluntary army. And people come here for many different reasons. And a lot of things with that word competition is you'll get people that say, well, okay, I would like to win that competition, but I don't want to compete with a Dr. Ross. I don't want to compete with Minister Mooney. So guess what? Those people don't even get started in that competition. Or even if they do it, they don't give it their all because they don't want to fail or lose in the eyes of their peers and the people that they are around, right? So they don't even get started. Even if they say yes, they don't even get started, right? What I love about this here is it's team-based, right? It's team-based. There is no competition. There's no competition. This is everybody working together to help everybody get there. And that has to be our goal as a company, right? So I'm gonna, now do y'all need me to, now I'm gonna draw on the whiteboard, right? Do y'all need me to pull up the slides or would y'all rather me just draw them all out live and in color on the whiteboard? Which one do y'all prefer?
I can't hear.
Live and in color.
Live and in color?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one person. Y'all let me know I'm at y'all service.
And color.
Okay. All right. So not a problem. Now can y'all hold on, for some reason it looks very
Do both.
low. Okay. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see the board?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I think I'm trying to see because the newer people on here, they don't even have a visual. So I'm trying to see how I can do this. Y'all, let me see something real quick. Because the newer people, y'all don't have a visual. I do want to give y'all a visual so y'all know exactly what it is I'm talking about. No. Forget about it. All right. Here we go. So now can y'all still hear me fine? Just fine?
Yes, can still hear you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. UWI 2023 is my anthem for the new year, right? Income tax plan. All right. Can y'all see that? Going to the right, bigger, smaller, you good?
Looks good to me.
All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep checking in with y'all. Now, what we did was a lot of people that's over here at Wakanda, soon to be Akana. You should be very familiar with trying to build and do all that you can do in that one particular month to get as much volume as you can so that you can rank advance and get to the next level, right? So what we did was we based this off of two packs in terms of the pack that you want, it's not really what we want for people to purchase, but two packs in terms of what people will more than likely choose to join the business. Okay. And can we make sure everybody is muted out so we can keep a clear call. That we used was one was the 199 pack, okay, which came with 200 PE, points earned. And then the other package that we will soon see in our back office is the $500 pack, which comes with 500 PE, points earned, right? And what we're saying is, and this is for everybody, you should know the crown jewel ranks are what? Sapphire, which is 10,000, ruby, which is 25,000, emerald, which is 25,000, and then diamond, which is 100,000 and more, depending on where you're trying to go, right? So if you have not hit sapphire, anybody that haven't hit sapphire, that should be your main goal, is to get the sapphire first, right? Because we eat an elephant one bite at a time. If you've already achieved the rank of sapphire, your goal should be ruby first and then up. If you've gotten to ruby, your goal should be emerald and up. And if you've gotten to emerald, your goal should be diamond and up. All right, that's where your focus got to be. Now, if this is you, and this will be you, this is what I want you to focus on. Now, I'm speaking to the people right now that haven't hit sapphire yet, but for the ones that already have hit sapphire, what's wrong with you hitting sapphire again in terms of the points that you're going to bring in? So you need to pay attention to this as well. Or you could be thinking about how many people in your organization that you would like to duplicate hitting sapphire. That's why it's important that you listen, okay? Now, if this is you, you know that sapphire is what? 10,000 in volume, all right? On a monthly basis. Now, I'm gonna ask somebody to pull out their calculator. Can I get one person to pull out their calculator and unmute?
I can do it if you want.
You got it?
I got it.
All right, Ms. Rochelle. So, I'm gonna get rid of this and put it up here. I'm just gonna put 200 PE and 500 so I can get that out of the way. All right. So if this is you and you're trying to get yourself to sapphire, I want you to focus on first getting you 10 people. 10 people, y'all. That should be everybody's goal between now and March.
Yeah, you can.
10
You're breaking up, Jarveious. You're breaking
people.
up. You're breaking up.
I am okay. Let me see. All right. Okay. Now, everybody, how do I sound? I want to make sure this just isn't Miss Rochelle.
It wasn't just Mr.
It's
Still breaking up.
It's still breaking up.
Still breaking up.
Okay.
Yep.
They're breaking up.
Real shaky.
Okay, so
You still
y'all tell
breaking
me how it
up,
sounds in a
Mr.
second.
Jarveious.
Give me 1 second. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Right this second.
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna hope to stay that way. All right. So I want you to focus on getting you 10 people. Make sure everybody make sure they mute out again. I want you to focus on you getting 10 people that will join you in the month of March. Now, a lot of people, y'all, when you talk to them around this time, and this is what I mean about being intentional, all right? Start talking to people now, okay? And if they're not ready, this is when you say, well, will March be a better time for you? Will income tax time be a better time for you? Most people are going to say, oh, of course. So I can join during income tax time? Yes. And when that happens, you go to your whiteboard or your piece of paper or wherever you have it at, and you put down person number 1. And then you continue talking to people, right? And then you go talk to that next person, you ask them the same thing. If they say they're not ready, I'm talking about being deliberate, y'all. And then you mark down number 2. And you do that until you get 10 people that say that they're willing to join you in March during income tax time. Now, once you get them 10 people, we're not saying that we're going to stop there, right? But that's a great place to start because the duplication process happens pretty fast with 10 people. Now, what do I mean by that? You go and you find these 10 people that say, yes, I'm willing to join you in December. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you got your 10 people. Great. You got your 10 people. And we're going to do this example based off the 200, the 199 pack, which gives you 200 PE. All right, so you don't got your 10 people. Now, once you get them 10 people, we're assuming that all of them got the 200 pack, the 199 pack. Okay, so 10 times 200, and I do this because I want people to get involved. 10 times 200 is what, Mr. Rochelle?
2,000.
So that gives you 2,000 points on your level 1. If all 10 of those individuals was to join you in the month of March, that gives you 2,000 PE. Okay? Now remember, you need 10,000, so you're 8,000 short, right? So now that you've gotten your 10 people, I'm gonna give you the science behind building a business, y'all. You're gonna be able to use this well beyond income tax season. But this is the kind of stuff that's not put in comp plans, all right? So now that you have your 10 people and you got your 2,000 points on your first level, now it's time for duplication because you need 10,000 in order to get the sapphire. So what do? You take 10,000, okay? You take 10,000 and you divide it by 200. So if you take 200 and divide into 10,000, Mr. Rochelle, what do you get? 200 divided into 10,000, what do you get?
Shoot, wait a minute. 200. That's 10.
200 divided into 10,000.
Into 10,000? Oh, I thought you said, okay. 10,000.
That's 50.
50. It's 50.
50 people, right?
Right.
Let me write that a little bit better. If you take 200 PE, you're using the amount of volume that you need times 50, right? This lets you know you need 50 people in your organization. 50 people buying that 199 pack, which is going to give you 200 PE, is going to give you the 10,000 to get to Sapphire. You see that, right? Now what do? You know you need 50 people. You only have 10. Now you take the 10 people that you already have and you divide it into 50.
5.
Now 10 divided into 50 is what, Mr. Sheriff?
5.
A whopping 5, right? So now it's time for duplication. That means now you take these 10 people and you help each one of them get 5 people. You help these 10 people get 5 people. All right. Now on your second level, 10 times 5 is going to give you 50. So that means you got 50 people on your second level. And 50 people times 200 PE is going to give you what?
That's your 10,000.
That's your 10,000.
Then you
Plus
plus.
your 2,000 up here, which is going to give you 12,000 total.
Mhm.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
10 people on a $200 pack. On your first level is going to give you 2,000 PE. 200 PE divided into 10,000 is going to give you 50, which means you need 50 people. Now that you don't got your 10 people, you take the 10, divide it into 50 people, that's going to give you 5. And 5 is the number that you duplicate with the 10 people that you have. Once you help them get 5 people apiece, that gives you your 50 people on your second level, which equates to 10,000 in PE plus your 2,000. That's 12,000 PE. You are a sapphire. You're a sapphire. Anybody got any questions about that? No questions? So that means everybody good. They get that, they understand that, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now, anybody on here feel like that's hard to do? Anybody on here feel like they can't go and get 10 people, even if you haven't done it before, okay? Knowing that it's gonna be a team atmosphere, do you think it's too hard for you to go out and find 10 people that will buy the $199 pack during income tax season where people are gonna have money? Is there anybody on here that think that's gonna be too hard?
No.
If you think it's gonna be if you think it's gonna be too tough and you can't make it work, or you feel like you can't, put it in the chat, and me and the person that enrolled you, we're gonna get with you and we're gonna do a personal Zoom, and we're gonna figure it out. If you think it's too tough, say, hey, that's gonna be a little tough. Put it in the chat, and the person that enrolled you, we'll get on the Zoom and we'll figure it out. So that's one example that y'all not going to see on the slides, but it's a little bit easier than the 10 getting 7. It's just 10 getting 5, and everybody under the sound of my voice can do that. Now, it's 24 people on here, okay? 24 people on here. If all 24 people just that are here, okay, that's Coach Erica. Go ahead and unmute, Coach Erica.
Hey,
Talk to us, Queen. What's up? What's up?
how you doing? Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Allowing me to be a part of your amazing training.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so you say you think it's gonna be a little tough for you to do?
You know, 10, you mean be 10 with, you're saying 10 within by March?
By March. And remember, you still
by
have
March. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna, by March, that gives time. That gives time. I was thinking 10 right away. You know, I didn't realize you meant to March. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I would love some coaching on that in terms of, or whatever it is you're going to share today about how to do it.
okay.
The mic back over to you.
Thank you. For one, I commend you for even saying yes, that's going to be tough, even though you thought I said right away. But I'm gonna even say this to you, or anybody else on here. If you haven't exhausted your database, you still would be able to do that right away. You don't know that you can, but just some minor adjustments. If you got the people to talk to, if you got the people to talk to, I guarantee you can do this. I guarantee you. If you have the people to talk to, only thing it's gonna take is PS3, piquing their interest, sharing a tool and doing a 3-way phone call. Doing it the correct way with some different verbiage. I guarantee that you can bring people in once they see what we have with this amazing platform. So yes, we'll work together and we'll help you out. We'll help you out. I see Madam Kathy just joined. It was somebody else that said something. Okay, trying to call this late. What is the 199 pack? It's the first pack that we have to build, but I don't even know the name of it. I think it's the starter pack.
Wellness
It's
starter.
called a stimulus pack.
The stimulus pack?
No,
Okay.
wellness starter. No,
Is it called the wellness
starter.
starter?
I've seen both of them. I think we don't use that term no more, stimulus. So it's the wellness starter pack. And it's $199, y'all, and they give 200 PE on it. That's amazing. So this here is one way where you can do this, okay? One way, just 10, getting 5 people on a $200 pack, and you can get there, all right? You can get there. Now, I'm giving you now what it takes to get there, right? And I'm going to end it with how you stay there. Because we're not interested in just getting to a rank and then being title broke, right? No one wants to be a diamond, but you're getting paid as a sapphire. Sapphire pay is good, but you want the diamond pay, right? So that's an example of what you can do to get yourself to sapphire. And for the people that haven't hit sapphire already, I want you to pay attention to an example of how to get to ruby, because you can do this as well. And again, I'm going to show you how. All right. So now we're talking about how you can get yourself to ruby. All right. Now we know ruby is what? 25,000 in volume. Ruby is. Now, you can do ruby on the 199 pack with the 200 in PV, but I can tell you right now, it's going to take you a lot longer to do so. All right? It's going to take you a lot longer to do so. So what I like to do when you're talking about getting to ruby, I like to use it with an example of 20 people. Okay, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to show you some courageous, not karate, some courageous in there where if you did do the $200 pack, you still can do it this way and it won't be intimidating to you, all right? So I'm gonna do this based off 20 people. You're gonna get 20 people. And you know what? I'm still gonna stay with the $200 pack. That's okay, y'all? I'm not even gonna do the $500 pack. Because if you see what can happen with the $200 pack, you get there twice as fast if you use the $500 pack. You get there twice as fast. So I'm gonna use this example. So you get your 20 people. You get your 20 people, right? Let me erase this. You don't want to done the work, all right? You got your 20 people. Now, Ms. Rochelle, what's 20 times 200? She don't went to sleep?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. I said 4,000, sorry.
4,000, right?
Yeah.
So now you got 4,000 points on your first level if you got 20 people. Now, here's the magic to the 20. Some of y'all that have already been doing this, you might already have 20 people in your organization, okay? You might already have 20 people in your organization that you can do this with. Now to make the science work, those 20 that are in there, and this and see, this is what you do when you want to protect your company and help your company grow. This is the play you run. If you're gonna run it with the people that are already in your business, everybody in the month of March just purchase a $200 pack. You see how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Just do 200 points. That's how you do that. And then the math will still work out the same. Now you got 4,000, but you need 25, right? You need 25,000. So what do? You take 200 and divide it into 25,000.
Which is
What's that number?
125.
Say it again.
125 people.
125 people, right?
Yeah.
Now a lot of y'all probably got scared when y'all heard that number. 125 people? Yeah, it's a lot of people if you plan on doing it by yourself. But remember, you got 20 people already. So now what do? You take the 20 and you divide it into 125. So what's 20 divided into 125, Mr. Sheriff?
6 people was 6.25. 6.5 people.
We're just gonna kill it at 7. We're just gonna kill it at 7.
7. Mm-hmm.
So now you take these 20 people and you just help them get 7 people.
And then you go 200 times 7, 1,400.
Okay. So now you take your 20 times 7,
1,400.
which is what, 104?
1,400.
Right.
200
so
times 7. Yeah.
Right. So now you got 140 people. Now what's 140 times 200 PE, Mr. Sheriff?
140 times what?
140 times 200.
28,000.
That's 28,000 people, 28,000 points on your second level, plus your 4, that's $32,000. 20, getting 7. Now that should really excite you individuals if you already got 20 people to work with. That should really excite you. Because the only thing you got to start doing right now is working with the 20 people that you already have and helping them get their 7. But here's the trick. Remember, if you already got 20 people, it's not about them just getting their 7, y'all. It's about them getting this whole thing. They're 20 and they're 7. So imagine what that's later on for the conversation. That's later in the conversation. That's $32,000 in volume with 20 getting 7. Yo, that's at Ruby.
Or going to it.
I don't even know what Ruby Pay looks like, all right? I don't even know what it looks like. But I can assure you, just by experience and knowing numbers, at Ruby, a paid Ruby, your bills are covered. Mortgage and all that stuff, that's covered. A paid Ruby. So you got to ask yourself the question, is this worth doing the work? 20, getting 7. On the $200 pack. Y'all, we didn't talk about the $500 pack. It takes less than half to get there if you're using the $500 pack. It takes less than half of this. But you're going to have people in here that's going to choose that $500 pack. It's going to happen. Now, anybody got any questions about that? This 20, getting 7 on the $200 pack? Any questions?
It's not.
Oh, y'all got me at a funeral tonight.
All good.
Everybody good?
I'm okay. I understand.
Oh, that's Miss Anita. You say you're okay. I need you to be better than okay, Miss Anita. I need you to be better than okay. Is there anything I can clarify to make you say, yes, I
It's
got
clear.
it? It's
I've
clear?
got it.
You got
I've
it?
got
That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else?
It's
Okay.
good. I can understand it.
You got it? Okay, great.
I got it
That's what
too.
I wanted to be. I want it to be simple.
It is. You're making it very simple.
Thank you. All right. So moving along. All right, y'all. Don't nobody hang up. We're gonna go to Emerald. Don't nobody get scared. It's okay. Now, moving to Emerald, and y'all, we're gonna stay on the $200 pack. On the $199 pack. We ain't gonna even do the 500. We're gonna stay right here just so y'all know how doable it is. Okay. Now, Emerald is 50,000 PE for the month on a $200 pack. All right. Now I'm gonna still stick with 20 people. All right, we're gonna stick with 20 people. So we're gonna go get our 20. That's 20 people. All right. Now we already know on the first level that's gonna be 4,000. So we ain't gonna even waste no time there. We know it's 4,000 on that first level. But you need 50,000. You already have 20 people. Y'all should have these signs down by now. So in order to find out what you need on your second level, you take what? 200 PE.
Dividing the 50.
Divided into the amount that you need to hit the rank.
250.
So what's 200 divided into 50,
250.
250, right?
Yeah.
So that means you need 250 people total on this 200 on this $200 pack to get to Emerald. Now you already got 20 people, right? So now you take the people that you have enrolled already and divide them into the amount of people that you need total on your team. Now, what's 20 divided into 250, Mr. Sheriff?
12 and a half or 13.
So we're just gonna say 13.
Yeah.
So we're gonna help. Well, I'm just gonna put a 13. That's a lot of 13s.
Mhm.
We just gotta help these 20 people get 13 people on a $200 pack. Okay? Help these 20 people get 13 people apiece. All right, so if you took 20 times 13, Mr. Shell, what would that be?
260.
260, right? Now 260 times 200 PE is what?
52,000.
Come on, somebody.
Be 58,000.
That's 52,000, y'all. That's $56,000 total. Just helping your 20 get 13. So again, the people that already are a part of and you already have those amount of people, you should be dancing, right? Because you can start tonight. Getting with the 20 people that's willing to run this play and say, okay, let me work on you getting your 13. All right. Now, I got something else I'm gonna bring up, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do diamond so I can get that out the way. But everybody gets this right here. 20 people on a $200 pack, $199 pack with 200 PE. That's gonna give you 4,000. All right. You got your 20 people. You take your 20 people, divide it into 250 people, because that's what you need total. And that's gonna give you 13 people apiece that these 20 individuals need. Once you help these 20 individuals get their 13 people apiece, that's gonna give you 260 people on your second level. Times 200 PV is gonna be 52,000. Your emerald plus your 4 is 56,000. All right. Everybody good with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And again, y'all, this is on the cheapest pack in the company. We can do this. I'm telling you, we can absolutely, positively do this. Okay? I'm gonna speed it up a little bit and go ahead and knock out diamonds, then I can get to explaining some stuff. All right. Diamond. Oh, precious diamond. Diamond is 100,000. Hey, how many people dropped off there?
We're
Oh,
here.
we still got it. Okay. All right.
How many perked up?
Okay. That's what I'm talking about, team. Team O'Connor. Team O'Connor, that's what I'm talking about. So you need $100,000 or 100,000 points to become a diamond. Now we still gonna do this with 20 people, y'all. We ain't budging. We ain't budging. Just with 20 people. Most comp plans, y'all, you can't do this. You need up there in the hundreds of people to make the math start mathing. All right? So, dang, I should have left them 20 people up there.
You're gonna double it. That's all you're gonna do. Double.
Okay, you got 20 people. We already know what that is on the level 1, so we ain't gonna waste no time. And that's 4,000 on your level 1.
Mm-hmm.
But we need 100,000. Okay? We need 96,000 more. Seem like you're far away, don't you? Seem like you're far away, don't you?
Okay.
But you're not when you're using the team. I'm telling you, not when you're using the team, you're not. Remember, y'all, and write this down. Wealth is a team building sport. Wealth is a team building sport. That's something that'll take you a long ways. Now, you got your 20 people, you need 100,000. You got to take 200,000 and divide it into 100,000. What's that going to be, Mr. Chef?
That's gonna be just 5,000.
Lord have mercy. Don't do that to me now.
That's it. 5,000.
But we needed 13 while ago. You just have to double.
So if you take 200 PE, divide it into 100,000, you still want to give me 5,000, Mr. Chef?
You said what?
What is it?
I told Mr. Shell, I said, she still want to give me 5,000?
Is that what I had? Let me see. I said 5,000.
You said 200?
It's five.
You said 200 people?
It's 500.
500.
Oh,
500,
500. No,
Yeah,
I was thinking that seemed like an awful big number.
She was thinking you were saying 20 people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, y'all, listen, y'all, we're gonna be building a long time. So it's gonna give you 500, right? 500 people.
Yeah.
500 people, y'all. 500 people, okay? You already got 20 people. So 20 divided into 500 is what, Mr. Sheriff?
25.
There you go. 25, actually.
25.
So now what's 20? So we helping all these people get 25 people, right? So now what's 20 times 25?
500.
There you go.
That's on your second level. Now 550 times 200 PE is what?
110,500.
If you already got, man, if y'all already got 20 people in y'all business, y'all should be some excited folks. You hear me? If you already got the people, you should be excited. Those 20 people, just go help them get 25. Y'all can start working on that tonight. Okay? 20 people that get 25, it's gonna give you 550. 550 times 200 is 110,500. All right? Your 20 people with 2,000 PE is 4,000 on your second level. Okay? 20 going to get 25 on the 199 pack. It's going to get you 110,000. You're a diamond. Any questions? Y'all got that? 20 that gets 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give you diamond. We good?
Gonna give you 100,000.
Say that again.
Where I'm losing where you got the 550 because I'm still getting 500.
Yeah, no,
I know.
Yeah, 25 getting 25 people.
25 getting 20. That sounds
Times
like
20.
that.
It's an even. It's
That
even.
sounds like
Keep
that
going,
lady that
550
play
even.
around with numbers all the time.
It's
That sounds
even.
like
25 times 200.
that
Gonna
sounds
give
like
you
that lady that play
100,000.
with numbers all the time. I think
Yeah.
25 times
You're
200.
right.
25 times 20. Yep.
Or 25
500.
times 200 is 5,000. And 5,000 times
y'all
20.
got the calculators.
5,000.
And
So,
So yeah, it would
good.
be 100,000.
100,000,
Yeah,
yeah.
times 20.
So,
It's
so
even,
that's gonna,
yeah.
so that's gonna drop
5,000 times
to
20.
100,000. That's gonna drop back down to 100,000,
Right.
right, with the 500 people,
And then times 200.
and then times your 200.
Right. That's your 100.
It's even diamond.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's a
100,000.
And what you have
100,000.
extra is your 4,000.
4,000
That you
of
got
this.
at the top.
104,000.
104,000.
That's right.
This
Yeah.
was the 100,000 is the second level, but added would be
Right.
104,000. 25 again, 20. That's your signs. Okay. But I'm not even excited about this part. That's just getting there. But I mean, but y'all good? Y'all get that?
All
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
What's the
I wouldn't use y'all to cheat on the math test, boy.
okay? So what? What was that? What you say? That what
Say something.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
What
Yeah, we heard you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep, we hear you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm over here trying to do two things at once. My bad, y'all.
You gonna make Miss Rochelle come visit you? She got the calculator. Go pay him a visit, Miss Rochelle.
Okay. Well, I said 5,000 while ago, so I'm about to,
Go pay him
That's what.
go pay him a nice nasty visit. All right. So I told y'all how to get there, right? And I'm gonna go through this fast, okay? For the sake of time, I'm gonna go through this fast. But I told you how to get there. All right. That's gonna be 1 month, y'all. Nobody here is interested in getting the sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, and then the next month, the volume is nowhere to be found. Okay. That's not what we want to do. We want to show you how to be paid as. We don't want to be rent broke over it, right? Paid as crown jewels is what we're after. All right. Now, there's no secret at this point that we have an auto ship coming. Will it be forced? Absolutely not. Okay, so don't nobody get their toes twisted up. Okay, it's not forced. You don't have to participate. And I want somebody to put that in the chat real quick. You don't have to participate in the auto ship. You don't have to do that, right? It'll be an option. Now I can tell you this for what's going to be coming, you're going to want to do it, right? But there's an auto ship coming, and let's just say we're just going to give it 120. For the sake of the compensation plan in the building side, we're going to say PE. Thanks to Dr. Ross, she made it a lot more simpler for me, right? Because it's point for point. So we're going to say 120 PE. This is the number that we want to duplicate right here. This is what we want. Everybody on a 120 auto ship. And I promise you, when you see that drop down menu and what's coming, you're going to want it. All right? And it's easy to do. A lot of people are already doing that now because the average order in the company is 119 without no auto ships. All right? So that's going to be simple to do. Now, Sapphire. Sapphire. 10 people, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. All right. 10 people on a 120 auto ship. Mr. Shell, you out there? I don't want to do it fast because my calculation will take them.
Okay.
So what's 10 times 120?
1,200.
All right, it's 1,200, right? You got your 10 people that's on your team. That's on your team. All right. They do a 120 auto ship. That's going to give you 1,200 on your first level. Now, what we need, we're looking for 10,000 because you want to be a paid ass, right? So what do? You know you got 1,200 already from your 10 people. You need $10,000 total to be paid as a Sapphire. So you take 120 and divide that into 10,000. And what would that be? I'm going to go ahead and put it up there.
1,200.
83 people.
83.
Okay. So that means you need 83 people. 83 people with a 120 order on a monthly basis to give you your 10,000 that you're looking for. Now, you know you need 83 people total, but you already have 10. What do? You take
83 divided by 10,
and
which is
divide it into
8.3. 8.3 or 8.4.
So we're just going to leave it at 8 people. Y'all, please understand what I'm saying, because it's crazy how this comp plan works, right? Because it's easier to get paid at the rank than it is to actually achieve it. That's what's crazy. All right. So you're helping these 10 people go get 8 people. 8 times 10 is what? 80, right? So that's 80 people you have on your second level. All right. Now what's 80 times 120?
Hold on, I got you.
960.
96. 9600. Right?
I thought you was gone. What you said?
See,
Yeah, I'm about
9600, right? So now you got 9600 on your second level, right? Yo, this is, look. These 80 people are going to accumulate over. Hold on, let me make sure everybody can hear it. These 80 people are going to accumulate over time. This doesn't have to be done in 1 month. Okay? This don't have to be done in 1 month. This is going to happen over time as the days and the months go, all right? So now you take the 9600. Let me stop this from raining, y'all. 1 second. Okay. So you take your 9600 on your second level plus the 1200 that you already have. That's 10,800, y'all. Your Sapphire. Y'all see that? 10 people going to get 8 people. No, my bad. 10 people with 8 people in their organization. See the difference in that language? 10 people with 8 people in their organization On a 120 auto ship, it's going to give you 10,800 in PE. How many sapphires do we have on the line right now that's smiling to know that that's the only thing they got to do to be paid as a sapphire? How many sapphires do we have on the line? Looking at how this works. Come on, now, I know it's multiple of y'all on here now.
So Jerry, so let me just be clear. There's 10 people. You got 10 distributors, and they each got 8 distributors.
Yes, ma'am.
Those 8 distributors got each of those 8 distributors got one. How many people on the auto ship?
Right. These 8 people all have a 120 auto ship monthly.
Okay, so the 8 people that those 10 people got all got on the auto ship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So 8 people in the organization.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just have 10 people that you enrolled and you help each one of them get 8
Mm-hmm.
on a 120 auto ship, that's going to give you 10,000.
Okay.
800, right? Now, the caveat to this whole thing right here is working. Now, if these 10 people right here are brand new, they just want to make some money, you know what I'm saying? They see $100, couple $100 in their first, even $50 in their first month, they're excited. But if these 10 people are already in your organization, you know what you need to be talking to these individuals here about? What rank you want to be at. What rank you want to be at, right? Because we don't want to hit ranks at the expense of our team, right? I'm not interested in being a paid diamond just by having a whole bunch of people on my team on an auto ship. That ain't the move. That ain't the move. So I'm going to come with all those people that are frontline to me and say, how much money do you desire to make? And then you get into the building phase of how to get them to that rank, right? You show them how to get to that rank. And the people that come into that organization, they're already going to hear the play about how to enjoy and indulge in these pleasantries that are coming, and we got some pleasantries coming. A 120 auto ship is all you would need to do in order to be able to indulge. And that's going to make people say, wait a minute, you mean to tell me the only thing I got to do to enjoy such and such and such and such and such is just have 120 points on a monthly basis? Oh, of course. I'm with that. It's going to encourage every single person in the company to do that 120 PE. But again, it's not forced.
Jarveious.
Right? Yes.
Question.
That's Dr. Ross. What's up, Dr. Ross?
So I see the 10 people with the 120 auto ship. When she just asked you about the 8 people, the 8 people don't have to be business partners. They could be 8 customers that are on 120 auto ship.
Talk to him, Dr. Ross. Very true. Listen, and this is what she called me yesterday, I believe, and completely turned everything upside down. And she said, yes, if it was CV, but PE is point for point. So we can have customers, ladies and gentlemen, doing 120 in points as well. And those numbers still add up. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I converted it to, and there was a reason method behind my madness, converting it to CV for the actual check.
For the actual check, right. Okay. I follow you.
Yeah, so let me, remember I gave you that example the other day? And
I do.
I said, and this is going into the compensation. So if I was to put 100 in CV, this is what this does. 100 in CV will be the minimum that anybody would want to have. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
So if each person out of your 10 found 10 people at 100 CV each, that would give that one person 1,000 in CV.
Right. Okay. Times the 10. I feel you.
And that 1,000 in CV for that one person would generate them a $300 check. But for that sapphire on that first level, you get what I'm going?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Driving
yes,
the CV language incentivizes if this is somebody who wants to get paid. And when you talk about, okay, let's get paid, because you're saying you want to be paid, this person want to be paid as a sapphire. And incentivizing these 10, yeah, do they want to get paid as a sapphire? Do they want to get paid what blah blah? But the one as a sapphire, that's not only 10,000 in PE. Well, yeah, it'll be a little more in PE at 100 in CV, because when I remember I said that $130 bottle.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to complicate it, but
no, this is perfect. This is perfect.
But that CV now generates 10,000 in CV for that whole sapphire. And that changes the game.
That's a whole nother check.
Because that's a whole nother check. That's minimum 15% of 10,000. Because that's the first level.
And I guess when he showed it to me, that was confusing to me, because that didn't tell me how much my customer has to spend. That was my concern. I wanted to know the number that my customer has to spend for me to get the 100 CV.
Yeah, that's why I gave him the 130 loosely, and I based it off a product.
Right.
And the reason I did the product, it's just a formula that I have. I think product first was easier for the customer to sell. Off of 130, I get 100 in CV. And I get you. So he's in the right. He's in the excellent ballpark by sharing the 120, because it's gonna put at about 100 CV anyway, somewhere up in there, depending on the product, though.
Depending on the product, right?
Depending on the product.
And it's less than that if you have, let's say, if you're talking about, say, like the hemp MD. The hemp MD.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, it gives you 100 CV.
Yeah. And that's that 15%.
Yeah.
That's $1,500.
Exactly, for the sapphire just off the bat.
Come on.
That's $1,500 for the sapphire.
Bro, that's an extra $1,500.
Yep. So when you say being paid, so that's the $1,500 as a sapphire, being paid as a sapphire, minimum $1,500, residual every single month off of CV.
Every single month.
And then that's the pool, which will average about another, let me just say another, I'm a conservative. If it's with everybody doing it, it probably will bounce to about 300. I'm being very wiggle room, 300. So 1,800 is a sapphire. Then whatever that sapphire does. So let's say they're doing what their team do. They do 100, but that's another 300 for them. So that's 300 plus 1,500 plus another 300, because that sapphire should be doing the same work.
You are being extremely conservative with the pool, because remember, if we're all starting to do this with auto ship, and we as leaders are doing this and teaching people how to get to the next level, that means that the 4% pool of which the sapphire money is drawn from is going to be way.
Yeah, I'm being very
yeah, you are being very conservative,
Yeah.
but you're right. You're talking real numbers that people can live on, though. Yeah.
And when you look at sapphire, so that was 1,500 plus 300 plus, I think I said 1,500 plus 300 plus 300. That's 2,100. And that's very conservative as a sapphire.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a separate video on that, because this is extremely dope. But you know, I was talking to Madam Gigi, and she was asking me the same exact thing you just told me, is if we can show them how much money you will make in that run as well.
Yes.
It'll make people want to do it even more.
Yeah, so just say if you, because I love it that you put 10 people finding 8 people. So I just made it an even number by using CV. But like if you're incentivizing, you said, and which makes sense, how much money do you want to make this month? So you can always say your money, if it's, and somebody threw out there, well, what if these are customers? Or what if these are partners? Well, let's say they're partners. You got 20 people, they're partners. Everybody want to check. Right. But now they can get their check off of the 200, off of what you said. All of them build a customer base, which gets them. Or they find 8 partners that want to, if they're building, they find 8 partners that want, or 10 partners that want to build with them.
Right, they'll do the 120, right.
But that generating that habit of CV, if it's gonna be an auto ship, that's it's a monster. It's just it's Arab money.
Actually, that's the move. Actually,
yeah,
it is because, and it'll work out for some people, and it won't. But I think it would be wise to build with the CV as well, because again, that's another check.
Yeah, it's the way you wrote it out, because you already laid out this same formula for a sapphire. You laid it out with finding 200. Find, what was it? 10 people. Find 5.
Yeah, it was 10 that find 5. Right.
Yeah, so that's the sapphire formula that you came up with, right? To get to sapphire. That was off of $200.
Right.
Right. So now you're saying, okay, you still want to hit sapphire? Let's find 10 people who want to find 10 customers at $120 or $100. So you get what I'm saying? I'm throwing it out there.
Yeah. No.
So you gave them the play. You gave them the play to hit in the rank by customer base. You gave them the play to hit the rank by partner base.
Points. Man, yeah, that's wow.
So you said partners are going to pay a little bit more money. Customers are going to pay a little bit. So yeah, it could be a blend.
Yeah.
Then I didn't even count it to be that's very conservative, because I didn't even count if it's $199 to $40 that comes from each partner.
And that's the upfront money.
That's the upfront weekly money.
Right. That's an extra $400.
Yep. Somewhere, yeah. Yep.
The money is here, man. The money is in the comp plan. Y'all, I hope y'all understood what they just said just then. The money is in it, and I'm so glad I recorded this, because I'm gonna do another video on that, just explaining both of them. It'll just add some emphasis on why this makes sense. Now, I'm not gonna touch this right here in terms of going any further, because this is how I'm gonna close it. This is how I'm gonna close it. You already know that 10 people getting 8 with 120 is going to give you 10,008 people. I mean, 10,800, right? This should cause y'all not to sleep tonight. So if you get one person to run this play, well, let's just say 2 people for the sake of balance, right? You get 2 people to run this play, you're sapphire, right? So 2 people, you sapphire. All right. Now, if you get 3 people, what's 10,800 times 3? 8, 16, 24, 3. Is that 34? Now, what's 10,800 times 3? Is that 34,000 or something like that? All right, I'll grab my calculator.
32.4.
32.4. So if you get 3 people to run this play, that's 32.4. Ruby is only 25,000. So 3 people get you to Ruby with 32,400. Y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay, and with the two
Yeah, I
people
see.
here, that's what, 21,600, that's 21,600 if two people do it, and then if three people do it, that's 32,400. That's Ruby. If you get three people to duplicate this one plate, that's Ruby. All right. Now, what's 10,800 times 4?
43.2.
Okay, so give me 5. That ought to do it. What's 10,800 times 5?
54,000.
That's 54,000. So 5 people. You said it's 54 what?
54,000 even.
So 5 people in your organization that run this play of 10 that gets 8 on a 120 PE. 5 people, y'all, that's emerald.
And I like the way you're doing this because you're not playing small and you're actually building it out. You're building it out with duplication.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you're doing that. So I like the way you're doing with starting yourself as an example and then finding the people who want to do the same thing with you. And 5 people is a nice team. It's a nice core. When you get to 2, 3 people, 4 people, and that's a solid rank. It's not going it's not going to budge.
Right. The most important thing you said just then was when we use ourselves as the example. You know what I'm saying? Because once you do it, it should be easy for you to teach it. And it doesn't matter if it works, it only matters if it duplicates, right? And this is the duplicatable example of 10 going to get 8 on 120 points or CV. That's something that's duplicatable because again, we're not eating it. Okay, let me finish this up so I can close it. Now, how many people would it take? What, probably about 7 or 8 to get the diamond, Madam Kathy? How many people would we need to get the diamond if they were to run this play? I think it's 7.
It's more than that. Give me a second. It's more than that. Let me see. 8 is 86.4.
Okay, you're right.
It's
I would
10.
just go 10. 10 is 108.
108?
That's 10 people.
That's 10 people. 10 people, y'all, at Diamond. 10 people running this play. Well, I'm just gonna put $100.
Right.
So if you only duplicated 10 to get 8, not no crazy number, right? 10 to get 8. On the 120, 2 people will get you the sapphire, 3 people will get you the ruby, 5 people will get you the emerald, and 10 people, diamond.
I love it.
If y'all, for the ones that don't been around for a while, especially, man, if y'all would have had this in the beginning, y'all comma checks will be sick right now. Y'all comma checks will be sick with this auto ship in.
And Jarvis, and when I was talking with you the other day and I was making reference to this, and let me express the language that I was hearing that I know that some people will understand. And
okay.
It wasn't necessarily even saying that 120 PE. It was saying you get 100 people spending $120 every month. Spending $120 every month. Because spending $120 turns into PE.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I just want to make sure there's some on here that may not understand, because I'm always having to rehearse this over and over again to people that the dollars that are spent are dollar for dollar in PE.
In PE, right.
So even when we say 120 PE every month, making sure that we all understand that we're talking about spending $120 every month, if that's the number we're talking about. And like Mooney said, whether that's 130 or whatever that is, to get you 100 CV. What is the amount of dollars that a person is spending on an average every month? And like he said, it's flexible depending on what product they spend. But we can come up with a number that covers all of that. Because there's a maximum number that covers no matter what products we get to get that 100 CV. But I love that. I love that saying, okay, you get 8 people to spend $120 every month, or 8 distributors to spend, because each distributor can be spending their own money, and this happens. Whether they have whether they have a customer or not. You are a distributor and you're product of the product, so you're spending $120 every month. 8 of you that you brought in are spending $120 every month or $130 every month, and this still happens.
And and the PE is still gonna play out.
And you know what, Dr. Raj, you just said it by saying 100 people. When you look at what he just put on this board, that's 100 people active, because it's 10 under one sapphire. What he said, you find 10 people to do the same thing, that's 100 people. So you hit it on the nail, like that safe average, whether it's, I mean, any with PE, that safe average is still gonna yield that check and is gonna yield the rank.
Yeah,
you know, because you got to be a little, you know, give a little, take a little, because some people will spend more than one.
Right.
Some people will spend less. But you said it, 100 people on it. Let's even say on being a customer. We're kind of right now. It's fine. 100 in your organization, 100 customers will get you the diamond. Is really what you're saying, based off of the average that a person spends with Wakanda.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is a consistent check.
Well, not 100 people will get you the diamond. They'll keep you at diamond.
Yes, exactly. 100 customers spending 100 customers, right? On an average, being very conservative, 100 customers with Wakanda having an average order at already $119. That is diamond.
Wow.
Yep.
So watch this, Minister Moore. Man, I hope y'all catching what's happening. So 100 customers, right? 100 customers. Now at Diamond, paid Diamond, you're making minimum $10,000 a month, right? A paid Diamond, you're gonna make $10,000 a month or more. Okay. Now those 100 customers that we need to have that PE there every single month. Who on here right now think if it took them 3 years to find 100 customers doing 100 points a month? Okay. Well, no. Scratch the last part. But to find 100 customers, okay. Who on here think 3 years to find 100 customers to be paid as a diamond takes too long? Who think that's too long? If it took you 3 years to find 100 customers to make this number come to fruition, that 100,000 number to be paid as a diamond, who on here think that will be too long?
I do. Too long? Yeah. I mean, you can do it quicker than that.
I see, that's why I was going to emphasize, because I knew what you was thinking. I'm just saying, for now, you know better. You know what I'm saying? You know it can be done faster, right? I'm just saying, for the average person that don't know what you know, I'm wondering if they think 3 years to get to 6 figures a year and earn income is too long. You know what I'm saying?
Not when you've been working on your job for 40 and 50 years.
You're going to do that for 40 to 50 years, right? So that time is going to pass by anyway. So if you took 3 years, okay, if you took 3 years, that's 36 months. Y'all, that's only 3 customers a month.
Oh, wow.
It's 2.7. I round up to 3.
That's big. That's good. That's excellent.
That's 3 customers a month.
It's so doable.
It's so doable.
And you
That's
being real conservative.
Really, real. I mean, really, really, really.
Yeah. Because what you're pretty much saying is in an organization, like an individual person can do that. But if an organization that you're building or your team that you're building, building out 100 customers, man, that's very, very doable, especially if you have 10 people.
Right, especially if you have 10 people. Right.
If you have 5 people, it's just like, I love it.
That is insane. That is insane. But I hope y'all paying attention to it. And I'm glad these other leaders are on here because you can add stuff that I'm not seeing. And that makes it so much more potent what we have here with Wakanda, soon to be Akana. That's mind-boggling.
That really is.
That's and we got what, 4, 5 other ways that's finna be added? What? Y'all, we just here to make you think, but simply to let you know that you can do it. That's it. That's why it's going to be it's going to be imperative that you all get with your teams, okay? Because me and these other leaders, we're going to get together. I was telling Ms. Phyllis this yesterday, that once a week or at least twice a month, we got to get on a Zoom. Once all of us get on one accord with the comp plan and everything, the new bonuses come out. And it would be very, very wise of us as leaders to make sure that the field understands the comp plan. There's no other company that does that. They'll teach it. They'll go over the comp plan, but they're not teaching it.
Right.
Because in those other comp plans, y'all, a lot of them people, they don't want people on the 8th and 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th and 13th level building out because they don't get paid on it. And a lot of them, it actually hurts them. So they don't have a vested interest into teaching every single person. They'll rather teach their front line. Why? Because there's nobody between the person they enroll and the company. They enroll the person, they get the fast start bonus, the rest goes to the company. See, there's nobody in between. But when you go to talk about teaching people on your 12th and 13th and 14th and 15th level, and you like, dang, I max out at that level, I don't earn anything else. There's no vested interest in making sure everybody understands the comp plan. But see, over here, once you become a part of that Sapphire pool, you touching some of everything. You're touching some of everything. So doing these types of trainings to make sure everybody understands the compensation plan is not a problem at all. But the more people understand the compensation plan, the better off your business will be. So I'm glad that everybody showed up that wanted to show up, right? And I hope you got something out of it. And I hope you got something out of it. I know at least once a week, I'm gonna be doing something on the comp plan. And I can tell y'all right now, well, you don't have to be direct, right? Because I'm touching everything, right? So I don't mind training you. I don't mind helping you. I don't care. I don't mind helping you. If you need some help with that comp plan and figuring out how to build this thing, let's get together with your sponsor and let's figure this thing out so you can go maximize this comp plan before everybody else comes. Because it's all about market share, y'all. But Akana, soon to be, this ain't always going to be a profitable company in terms of what you can earn. Because we're going to become another Amway and Herbalife and Mary Kay at some point. And people are going to be getting there and wondering if there's any money left. And we're going to be saying, I mean, you can come in and make 300 to 500 unless you come in with a massive team. The same thing we're saying about all the giants out there, how the market share is going. Y'all, we're gonna be saying the same thing about a common. Because once we hit 1 billion, the US market is pretty much captured. You got to go build in another country in order to really have a heavy hit in terms of what you're going to earn. We're going to be those companies as well. So you got to get it while it's hot. You got to get it now. Because there's going to be people coming over, bringing over 500 to 1,000, 2,000 people at a time. They got those kind of organizations. And if y'all remember what I said at training, y'all, we don't need 150,000 people in this company. 150,000 active people, and we hit market momentum. 150,000. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, leaders, y'all got anything to say? I'm done. That's it. Y'all got anything y'all want to close out with?
I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate this training. I've got a lot. I was kind of doing other things. I'm going to listen to it again to get the other Ruby and Emerald and Diamond more down pack. But I said, I got Sapphire. I'm going to help as many people as possible go Sapphire and understand what Sapphire is.
Awesome. Now, Miss Hemp Lady, what's your name?
I'm Terry Anderson.
Miss Terry Anderson. We got to talk. We got to talk. We got to talk. We got to talk.
Diamond Terry Anderson.
Diamond Terry Anderson. I'm so glad you showed up. We got to talk. But that's amazing, y'all. And she just said it. It's to help as many people get the Sapphire. That's why I love that breakdown of Sapphire, because we can just duplicate that across the board. Across the board. If we just duplicate that and get people inside that crown jewel pool, it'll be a game changer. Anybody else?
Speaking, just piggybacking off of that, I really appreciate you breaking it down like you have. I think it's helped so many people really see it even in a different way. And I'm gonna tell y'all know, if y'all are leaders on the line and have had a piece of that Sapphire pool, you know that it pays bills. And people really want to just be able to do that out of their network marketing business. They want to be able to use their business to pay their bills, so they feel proud about that. And the way that you've broken this down, Jarveious, Jarveious. I know how to pronounce your name.
I know you was gonna fix it.
You know, yeah. I know how to spell it and all of that. But anyway, the way that you've broken this down and being able to help us to show other people how they can see a light at the end of the tunnel in network marketing, it's changing the game. It changes the way that we as leaders can look at our business, because now when somebody says, can you show me how to make $500? You damn right I can. Here you go.
Right.
Sit down. Right. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else?
I do have one question, Jarveious. So yes. You're saying that we are getting ready to introduce an auto ship.
Yes, but it's not going to be forced.
Huh?
But it's not going to be forced.
Okay, I got it. Okay, right. Awesome.
Yeah, it's just going to. How do I say this without saying too much? Okay.
It's just not required. And just to say this, Jarvis, it's been on the website. Mm-hmm. It's been on the website, y'all. It's already been in the making for a long time. It just had to be the right time. Melissa has had that auto ship on our website. If you look, you can find it there. It's just that you can't click it. You can't use it. So it's been something that's been in the making, and she's spoken about it before. So it's not a new thing. It's been there ready for us to plug it up, to flip the switch, and that switch is finna get ready to be flipped. So, and the key word is it's not going to be required, because I had those companies, they took it out with stuff I didn't even want. Y'all know how that goes. And I dropped those companies because they were taking more out than coming in. So, but people will want it. I had a lady just yesterday ask me, well, no, that was today. She called me and she said, I need to be able to, I need product every month. So can I put it on auto ship? And I had to say, well, we don't have it yet. Okay. But she asked me for an auto ship. So there will be people who are using our products regularly over and over and over again on the customer side. But what I love about here is with that example, as distributors, we should be product of the product. So we can put our own sales on auto ship.
See, that's the key right there. That's the key right there. That's why I said from the beginning, us that want to protect the house. If we want to protect the house and make sure that this company continues to move forward, right, in an aggressive manner from within. I'm not talking about the people that will come. I'm talking about the people on the inside. If we do what we need to do, the company is going to thrive much faster because we've done well with no auto ship. This is going to flip the company right side up and get us that much closer into moving into momentum. So yes, thank you for clarifying, Dr. Ross. Anybody else?
Well, I love it. I love it, my brother. I love that you broke down the math. I love how you showed how simple it is. And you did it in a very conservative manner. And I know there's some people who will definitely want to be in the auto ship, and that would be every single founding member. And when you, because of what will happen if you're not calculating your 3 customers a month.
Right.
And getting your, so, and you want to be one of those customers, you don't want to miss it. But man, I just did a calculation. I'm always calculating numbers. And I'm like, man, I just did it very conservative, not based off of each share, but just say if we have 1,500 founding members. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm new to her because we need to hear this. Go ahead.
Well, just say we have 1,500. Let me use the founding members, 1,500, right? And if every person was on $100 auto ship.
Minister Moon, let me stop you real quick. Y'all, these figures we giving y'all will be based off of y'all's efforts. I forgot I was recording. This will be based off individual efforts. We are in no way stating that this is 100% what you will earn. It's all up to you.
And yes, please go to our website and read our financial disclosure statement, right? Because it is a clear transparency financially what our company is doing. It is posted on the wakanaforlife.com website under financial disclosure statement. All right, so just a rough estimate, just saying, if we look at 1,500 founding members, right, on let's just say an auto ship of $100, right? That calculates at $150,000.
$50,000.
And that's just one, if I just had to say just one share. Right? Amazing. Just amazing. And those are just founding members, y'all.
That's just founding members. Yeah. When VP of Finance said she normally be throwing numbers. But that's crazy, Minister Moon, just right there.
I heard it, but at the time I was typing some tax information. So I've got 2 brains listening here. So I did hear it. I love it. And yeah, those numbers sound great. And you're right, Minister Mooney. That's just the founders. If the founders do what they're supposed to do, it's gonna blow up crazy.
Dang, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
And I mean, dang, the 4% pool.
Yeah.
Forget about the 2% diamond pool.
Then the 2% diamond pool, that's another. Yeah.
And the reason that I did that is just throw that out there because $100 spending with 1,500 people, right? We every month, weekly, we used to hear a report based off of what was our top product, how many customers ordered whatever. And when you look at that number, 1,500 is very conservative, very, very conservative. So you look at, okay, well, how likely it is that we'll get to our $1 million month. The number that I just gave was just based off of founding members spending $100, right? Imagine the number in a couple months. And even when you look at what's going on with this flat belly lifestyle, where they're spending 300, 119 to 300. Well, how many packages of those do you see going out in the next 4 months?
Right.
So, and then with what you broke down regarding, I could easily see how, February, March, April can be those $1 million months, just based off of product sales, based off of $199, right? And what you broke down as far as those packages. And if everybody participates, those are easy $1 million months, you all.
Easy. Holy, so, bro, that's like saying, if we just left it at that 100, right? Well, let me say I'm gonna do 8,000. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 10. So that means when we just get the 10,000 distributors, 10,000, not even talking about customers, all right? 10,000 people doing that 120, that's 1.2 million a month.
Wow.
Bro, 10,000 people in the company on that 120 auto ship. It's 1.2 million.
Wow.
In products sold.
That's a great goal. I love that. That's very doable.
Bro, that's okay. So can you imagine what those pools look like?
Yeah, 48,000 in the 4%. That's all I'm saying. I already
She's
know.
So funny. and the crazy part is, y'all, it's coming. It's coming. Like it is coming. I mean, y'all, and listen, y'all, you're hearing from your leaders that are driving the company. That's the crazy part. Okay, we don't heard from, so Dr. Betty, Miss Rochelle, or any more emeralds or diamonds that's on, they got something to say, so we close this thing out.
I just want to say thank you very much for breaking it down, because that helps me, I should say, be able to break it down to people like Naima, who's on the line, who keeps asking me, can I make a living? Do I need to get a job? You need to do your job.
Yeah, it's here, Naima. It's here. It is here. Trust me, it is here, or I wouldn't have never came. I'll tell you that now. It's here. Anna, you got something you want to say?
Nothing other than, hey, thank you.
Well, hi to you as well, and you are welcome. You are welcome. Ms. Rochelle, do we have any other emeralds on other than Ms. Rochelle? Ms. Rochelle, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just, going to the bathroom. I'm just, oh my goodness. First of all, I would like to say, I am so tickled pink. I've been looking at the chat. I'm so tickled pink that everybody's on one accord. This is amazing in itself. I'm so glad that everybody can see this and how this thing is going to just catapult our business with these numbers. I mean, I wasn't a numbers person, but Jarvis got me drawing circles and doing all this now. I was not a numbers person. I was not into all that, but now I'm drawing circles. I'm waking him up at night. No, wait a minute, that's what I do. I'm telling you, it's starting to, other night I was in the bed, was one I could not get. And I was in the bed, and all of a sudden I wake up out of my sleep and I'm going, that's how they did it. And I had to write it down. It's like it sticks with you. Like he said, some of this stuff can make you not sleep when you see the potential on what is possible. And so I'm just so happy that everybody is seeing it. I'm so glad that a lot of you guys are numbers people, are already numbers people. Now y'all just added on even more, made it even more palatable for all of us to see that it's even bigger than we even thought. And like you said, the money is here. the money is definitely here. And I don't know if I ever had a comp plan, maybe because I never understood them all the way. But I told them, this comp plan, I'm going to know it backwards and forwards. I'm going to learn this comp plan. And not just pieces of it. I want to know all of it. I want to know how it works. When you can go and just explain to somebody, you want to make 5,000, you want to make 500, you want to make 100. I'm going to show you how. And I'm just really happy about where we are, where everybody's mindset is. And I'm just really thankful that we're all doing it together. I really am.
Awesome. Ms. Rochelle, you said something key just then when you said that we're all on the same page. And the crazy thing about it is we all just understand what our goal is, right? Honestly, we ain't even on the same page. I mean, you already know this, Ms. Rochelle. I know what you're saying. But y'all, once the big picture is drawn together and we start meeting up in person and getting in the room together, and because most of the companies, y'all, all of the leaders don't work together. Because for one, they have a comp plan that won't allow them to participate in that type of behavior. See, we have a comp plan. Me and Madam Catherine were just talking the other night that when we get ready to go global. And she said, I'm just waiting on Melissa to say, hey, Catherine, can you go over there and open up France? Hey, Jarveious, can you go over there and open up the Philippines? I can't wait to do it. Why? Because the comp plan allows me to not be upset and not feel like my time is wasted because I know I'm a part of that global pool where I touch some of everything. You got to understand, a lot of people, they act the way that they act in those comp plans because they won't allow them to be the type of people that we are. But we have a comp plan that makes all of us work together and say, how can we figure this thing out and make it as simple as possible for the team? As simple as possible. Okay, Ms. Terry Anderson, have you left yet? If not, close us out.
I'm still here.
I'm still here also.
You know what? My mom is with me now and she's kind of talking while I'm talking. Can somebody else do it tonight?
But not a problem. That's all right. As long as we heard your voice, one of our newest diamonds. Y'all, tonight you heard feedback from your leaders. I mean, we got something here. I'm telling you, we got something here, and it's only going to get better as we all really get on one accord and understand completely what we have in our hands. And when we get all those numbers and dissect them and can be able to put the different variations of how to do it, it's going to be game time. So I thank you all, man. God bless you. God keep you. I love you all, man. Team Akana all day long. We got shirts coming that's going to say Akana over everything, right? Akana over everything. And we're going to have that going all around the country. We're going to blow social media up with it, all right? So stay in the game, y'all. Ain't no need for you to quit. Ain't no monthly, ain't no nothing forcing you monthly. So there's no reason why you should quit. Stay with us, figure this thing out. All right. None of us will have this chance again, because we don't have nothing built for us, by us. We ain't gonna get this chance in another company, especially with the timing that we have and all of us being in the same sandbox. We got 2 diamonds on here, 4 emeralds, soon to be diamonds, and we all on the same call. You don't find that in companies that's worth billions of dollars because they don't get along. I'm just telling y'all, we're all in the same sandbox. You know it's possible because the person that hit the rank is someone that you know. You don't have to guess. Just let us help you do the same thing. So y'all have a great night. I'm gonna get the recording and I'm gonna put it inside of the leadership group, and then leaders, y'all can send it out to your team, right? Because I don't know all the folks, right? So y'all be blessed. Have a great night and see y'all next week.
Thank you again.